The Flash,
iZombie, Arrow, Shield,
And we're gonna hate watch
The Geek Chat. Point 5.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
And welcome to another edition of the Geek Chat Point 5.
Point 5.
I am your host, Desmond, and with me, as always, is my co-host.
I am the co-host, Rich.
Are you a robot today?
I am a robot
You
today.
are. He is a robot.
I am a robot today.
It's funny, because, I had to pull his string in the back of him to get him to go.
That's right.
Yeah, he's like, I am Talkie Rich. I want to kill you. But anyway, speaking of...
I do want to kill you.
No, you don't. So, yeah, we're here every Tuesday. Sorry, every Thursday.
Jeez, here we go already.
We're here every Thursday on SoundCloud because we tape this on Wednesdays. New Comic Book Day live in the store. Which store are we at, Rich?
Whatever. Located at 548 Castro Street between 18th and 19th in, thank God it's not hot anymore, San Francisco.
Yes. Well, you can also check them out on the website, which is
whateverstoreonline.com, or go to Facebook under Whatever Store.
Yep. So,
You can check us out on Facebook too.
yes, you really can. So these are all the places, besides Facebook, that you can check us out on.
Yeah, but they don't know where to go on Facebook yet.
They can go to our, just search the Geek Chat, and you can find us.
And join our group.
Yes, please, because we have 100+ members, and we always talk about comics and all things comic and geeky related. So come on in and have a conversation with us. We'd love to have you. You can also check out our regular show, which is called just The Geek Chat. That's a live show on Mondays at 6 p.m. for an hour on MixLR. It's live, so you can come in and chat with us, and we, talk to people in the chat, and we give our opinion and our reviews about comic books that have come out in the prior week.
We give opinions?
We do. We give opinions, because opinions, much like... Anyway, and if you missed that show, you can always pick it up on Tuesday between 12 and 2 is when it is posted on SoundCloud. SoundCloud is where you can find all of our previous shows that we've done, as we are in our third season. We have over 50 episodes. I'm so excited.
I know.
We're doing it. If you can't check us out on SoundCloud, you can always check us out on iTunes and Stitcher. Just always search The Geek Chat.
The Geek Chat.
We're also on Tumblr and Instagram, as well as Google+. And we are now, excited to say, on YouTube.
Yay.
Yay, so you can come in if you want to watch us on YouTube, we can. And we're going to be building up the YouTube channel in the next couple of months, so please stay tuned. And if you're on YouTube, always check The Geek Chat, and you can subscribe to us. And let us know what you're liking and what you're not liking and all this other good stuff.
So there's no likes on YouTube?
No, you
it's
just
a
subscribe. Yeah, you subscribe it. You can like it. You can like. There's a like button.
You should like us too.
You can also dislike stuff too if you don't like it.
Don't dislike us.
Yeah, don't dislike us.
That
please
just
don't.
sucks.
That's mean. So, but on this episode of Point 5, we talk about comic book television shows. And there's been a couple that Rich and I, now that we're full steam ahead on the
we are
on the season, and we're also moving to the winter break. So I'm interested in what cliffhangers we're going to have for some of these shows that we've really, I've fallen in love with. So what show would you like to start the show off with, Rich?
Let's talk about this week's Flash.
Oh, wasn't that show has just been, out of all the shows, that is my favorite.
Yes, we're very vocal about all the shows, but I have to say this week's Flash hit all the right notes that a TV show about comic books should hit.
Correct.
It was not too cheesy. It was action-packed. It had some drama. It had how a relationship should be, unlike Supergirl, which makes it a little too cheesy and my teeth hurt from the sweetness. So
you gotta get your insulin after every episode of Supergirl. Is that what's happening?
We'll talk about that later, but I'm telling you, Flash this week, just all the little side things that are in that, talking about vibing. I mean...
they actually named what his power does.
Vibing.
Yeah, and then all the little Easter eggs. I mean, how about having in Earth 2, how the Green Arrow was actually the dad and Oliver Queen was the one that died? That was amazing.
E2, the little swatch. Sergeant Slow, that was a cute little name. I loved when we get Easter eggs, and Harrison Wells says, "That's my Jess, always so quick."
My Jesse Quick.
Jesse Quick.
Yes, I'm like, oh my God, his daughter's gonna be Jesse Quick.
And yeah, we're gonna be seeing
And
that.
I want to see how that happens. So does he develop the serum that's going to make her get her speed?
I
Like
don't
I really
know.
feel that they're leading up to a whole bunch of speedsters that are gonna.
Take down Zoom.
Yep, I think that in the second after we have the winter break in the second part of the season, we're gonna see Barry Allen explore the multiverse.
I think that would be cool.
I think, and he's going to be recruiting speedsters from all the different places. I mean, I honestly believe that we're going to see Max Mercury. I think we're going to be Jesse Quick, Johnny Quick. We're going to see a whole.
Well, I don't think
bunch
we're gonna
of
see
other-
Johnny Quick.
I think we are. I honestly think that we
Oh.
are. You know?
One of the things I gotta say, I really like Barry with Patty. I love the
You like that?
chemistry. The
I
thing
liked her with Lisa
with Lisa,
Lo-
Lisa Snart. No, that was
the park.
Linda Park.
Linda.
No,
No, think about it.
no,
They were training her to be a superhero.
No.
I really think that Dr.
No.
Light is going to show up again.
that would be cool.
I really think she's going to show up again, and they're going to have a showdown, and I think that something's going to happen, and she's going to be the new Dr. Light.
So what was
not-
funny is we talked about this on the 0.5 for Supergirl. One of the things that bugged me was that she seems everyone knows now, her secret. So last night we got
You know what?
one more person,
what?
and then one more. I'm like, oh my god.
When he did that, when he showed her his identity, I knew like, oh my God, Rich is just rolling his eyes.
I did. I wrote it down on my little notes. I have notes I have to write, and I'm like, this is my
it
thing.
was like a slot machine.
This is
that
my
rolled
thing.
back
I
and
put-
around his
I
head.
put really one more person know the secret. By the end of the season, he might as well go public.
Yes,
And this is why I think he
Yes.
might go public.
exactly.
Because
Barry
his
Allen
secret,
never
he ain't
had-
got a secret.
Barry Allen never. Well, he had a secret at the beginning, but he's
I have no
always,
secret now.
He's always, but in the comics, he's always lived his life.
Hi, Mr. Mailman. Look, I'm really Barry Allen. I
Well,
mean, come on
yeah,
now.
it's
It's
just-
going to be that.
People
The
are
way
gonna
it's
know
going.
who
Come on now.
I mean,
But anyhow, I really liked it. And I hope Patty learns the secret because
she has to.
I hope. Because I
But-
love them together.
But I wonder what's going to happen to Patty. Do you think she's going to become a metahuman?
No, I would like to see her just stay on the Force. Like, I want
Well, I
her to
think
be
she's
the
gonna stay on the
normal
Force.
person.
Or do you think she's going to?
I don't want her part of Team Arrow. I want her to be a supportive girlfriend
Arrow.
or Team Flash.
Team Flash.
There's so many teams now.
There is.
The one other thing I really liked
I like her
was
enthusiasm.
the training scene with Linda Park was one of the funniest things.
Yes.
It was superhero. It was powers. It was funny. It was
that's-
everything it should be.
That's why I think that she's going to come back.
I loved
And
it.
she says, I really wish I could have kept the gloves.
Yeah.
So it's in her blood, and she's got a taste of it now.
I think it was-
really believe that she's going to be... Something's going to happen with her doppelganger. I mean, come on. When they said... When they gave the hint about like, oh, you can make hard light, and I was like, oh, Green Lantern, and she can also make himself invisible, and I'm like, well, that's how she gets away. I was just
That's
like,
what we said. And
I
then
was
all of a
like,
sudden, we're like,
okay.
okay. And that's what I mean. Yes, you're still going to you have to kind of string along for the people that don't understand things, that they're just watching it for the first time
of course.
that they don't understand. But that little bump, the rest of the episode made up for. Like, it was
I was fine with it.
it was a great
Yeah,
episode.
and the whole confrontation with Zoom was just
Oh, I
so
really thought he was going to
good.
rip the mask off at the police station.
yeah. I really thought he was gonna. I totally thought that he was going to like just show everyone
Who
like,
he
this
is.
your-
Yeah.
I just when he ran him around town and just that voice is just really scary. Like I wasn't expecting Zoom to be like a boogeyman type character.
Oh, he's great.
But just having him running around and all the fight scenes and the blue lightning and just everything about
Oh, when he shot the lightning and Zoom caught it.
and threw it back at
And
him.
oh my God, yeah, that
Yeah.
rewind, watch again. Like
Yeah.
that was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, this right here, you guys, is the show to beat for a comic book.
It really
television
is.
Show. Like this, it's been really good.
I
It's
think
been really
this
good.
show proves that you can not only stay true or true-ish to the character, give the fans the powers we want, and have it, as you call it, all CW drama. Like it.
No, there was hardly any
fit.
drama in this one. That's what I liked about
and
it.
so for me, it was funny because I compare it to Supergirl only in the fact that every time that Barry talked with, what's fake dad's name?
I can't remember his name.
Iris's dad, Joe.
Joe.
Yes. So, Dad, you don't get the sap that you get from Supergirl. Like it's between a father and a son that they've been raised. He raised him.
Mhm.
And when he was saying, who are you doing this for? you don't feel so much. You feel the real connection between the two. That works for me.
I would agree.
As opposed to Supergirl, when the sisters talk, my teeth hurt. It's like, this is just just Babysitter's Club. I mean, it's just, that was my biggest complaint.
Okay.
But in Flash, all of it works.
Well, that's a great segue into Supergirl. One of the things that I have about Supergirl that I think that it suffers from is, aside from Flash being a great show and Arrow being a great show, they work together to create a cohesive universe. And I think we as viewers are getting used to having shared universes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're getting used to having people guest star and it be this larger thing.
Like an ensemble cast of a universe.
Exactly, because
opposed to a show.
Perfect example is whenever there's a cross-show mention, whenever they mention Cisco's name on Arrow, or if they mention Felicity's on Flash, I get goosebumps. I'm like, yes, they are aware of each other. They can deal with each other. It's great. And seeing Supergirl, I just wish that there was that connection, because she is just so alien. It's like her. I don't know what it is about her show, but it's just that whole show just seems very alien to me. You know, it's like it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with what DC is trying to do.
Well,
and
DC's not trying to do anything.
And but I think that's what killed Constantine. The same reason.
Yes, because Arrow's numbers were high that Constantine episode, which proves people want to see this together.
Exactly. People want to see it, but they want to see it on the CW in a much larger continuity, in a much larger universe. Like when I watched that Constantine episode of Flash, like I didn't really watch Constantine in NBC because it didn't feel like it was attached to anything.
Right.
Because like, yes, I saw the Dr. Fate helmet, and yes, no. Actually seeing him interact with these people and talk about them, you know, and when Ollie said, hey, you know, it's a Lazarus pit. And he's like, oh. And then when he talked about Damien Dark, and he's like, get out of the city. It's like, yes. Like there's more about that. With Supergirl, I don't see that. It's like this alien outsider type of show, you know. And I get it. It's bright. It's comical.
Well,
she's a single woman. She's trying to I get all that.
She's Beyonce.
Yes, she's a single lady.
So I agree with what you're saying, but here's the problem. So I understand CBS wants the show to stand on its own. It wants to build the world. And yes, I think it would help. But right now, for at least the first half, it really needs to learn to walk on its own before that other comes in. Now, would it be cool? I do. Because would it be cool if they threw a bone? But yes, if they said, hey, there's something going on in Star City. Oh, did you notice Coast City?
Yep.
Linda was staying with, Coast City. I think that they want this show to be on its own first, which
I honestly get that, but past will show that is not necessarily has to have to be because of what happened with Flash and Arrow.
Yeah.
That was a backdoor pilot.
Yep.
And it
worked.
Sprung out.
And actually, to be honest,
show.
the baby is surpassing the mama, in my opinion.
Yeah. Flash is just overshadowing Arrow. But again, this last episode of Supergirl, we had her fighting, which should have been Metallo. I'm sorry. Like that guy should have been Metallo. Like seriously, you know, I should have been Metallo.
Actually, if you go back to I think it was Sterling Gates and Jamal Igle, even the faceplate, like that was Reactron. Because they did it in that.
No, I get it, but it just seems like why
well,
did it have to be him? Like,
because Kryptonite isn't really, I don't think to do Metallo, that's too much right now.
I get it, but I just wanted more. It's like there needs to be some every time I watch it, I don't feel any urgency to watch the show. You know, I don't feel that there's any urgency to it. I don't know what it is or what's doing it. I think the one thing that really sells that show for me, and this is weird, is Callista Flockhart. I'm sorry. I think that she really, I like her as this sort of backdoor mentor sort of thing. How she's like
backdoor mentor. What kind of podcast is this?
Shut up. Because Kara is talking to her about sort of behind her back, because she's getting all this her confidence from her. It's really bizarre how that's happening. So I like that. I like their dynamic together as a as a mentor Yoda type of situation because she doesn't know.
Callista Flockhart
Well, no, because
is Yoda.
Because Calista Flockhart doesn't know because she's not talking to Supergirl. She's talking to Kara. But she's Kara as her alter ego is still getting that confidence from her.
You know what I
And
loved?
I like that. I like that dialogue and conversation.
I love that Kat can look directly at Supergirl's face, and James Olsen even said, that's because she doesn't look at you. You're just her assistant. And that right there kind of made sense because Supergirl, they looked right at each other. And it's like, you look familiar. But no, the fact that that Kat Grant is so above everyone in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
So Supergirl, I love the fact that it has the spoken beginning, just like Flash and Arrow and iZombie. And that kind of, what if iZombie was in that same universe?
We never know. It might be.
I think that would be cool. I like the fact that beginning and what she says mirrors the other shows.
Yep.
For me, this week's episode of Supergirl actually was better than the last two. They just keep getting better. Small doses, small little things, but it gets better. And it's sad that the ratings are, you said they were declining.
Yes, it went down. This was the third week in which it went down in the ratings.
Why are people dropping this show, I wonder?
Because it's not. I don't know. People on the boards have been saying, I said boards in the comments, and then have been speculating that it's just because like they're just not buying the millennial Supergirl, with her problems and whatnot. And I don't know. Like I really don't know. I do think that if she had a superhero supporting cast, it would have been a lot better.
I agree, and I'm again this week. I really think
Martian Manhunter.
I think I told you last time.
Martian Manhunter.
Because it was all telepathic this time.
Exactly.
Martian Manhunter.
That
now
made me immediately think Martian Manhunter. When
they
he,
need
when
to
he
come
was
out.
Doing when he was doing that, oh my God, I can like his eyes glue red, and then he was like so and so, and he went in and saw her. That's
they
Martian
need
Manhunter.
to put that out sooner than later. Do not
Yes.
drag this along. Bring it out. It might help. If,
it will help.
If you see that another hero is in this universe.
Yes.
You need now. It makes total sense. He's there. He wants to protect,
his
from
Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, because this is his new adopted planet, just like everyone else. Like it gives someone else that she can talk to. I mean, it was kind of corny when she had her mom. They simulated her mom and that weird kind of computer
That was
thing.
dumb.
And they never returned to it. And I was just like, and then Jimmy catching feelings for her and stuff. I don't know. It's just bizarre.
And Wynn needs to go.
The guy?
The gay guy.
What? No, I like him.
I don't.
I like him. I think he's.
He
fun.
needs to become the villain.
No, he's not going to be a villain.
He needs to.
He's the Felicity of the
No,
group, and that's fine.
No. I don't like him. Don't like his character. He's annoying. No. Though there should be a love triangle though. The love triangle would be cool.
There is a love triangle.
No. He needs to be in love with Jimmy.
No.
Yes.
No, we're not going there.
It's
They're
too
not
bad.
doing that. No, they're
Too
not.
bad.
It's not too
bad.
bad.
Okay,
It's
so
not too bad. But Arrow.
So
Arrow, that episode with Constantine, great. The whole episode with with Sarah coming back.
the opening minute was the best. The opening minute was with her running down and like she's taking out the people in the alley.
Yes.
And she's that first
She's all
that
growling at people.
way
and shit.
to start the episode. That is hit the ground running, go for it. Like great. So who dressed the dead girl in the corset
Come on.
and knee-high boots?
Come on.
No, come on. Who dressed the dead girl? I would like to know because
Okay.
that is
okay,
where-
Okay. Yes. I don't understand why they buried her in that either. I don't.
who. Yes, that was one of the that. Okay.
I didn't. I thought about that too, and I just totally was like, it's a comic book TV show, whatever. Like I don't know. Yes.
And obviously, no one ever in any of these shows uses the bathroom because you tied your now not dead sister to a pole for days.
she has no soul. She doesn't have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
She's like a zombie.
Okay. If that's what we're doing.
Come on, she's a zombie.
I love Mr. Terrific. He is making the
He is
show
great.
for me.
Yeah, he is great. And the whole thing about Ray Palmer being somewhere. He's probably in the computer. Ooh.
No, so that is
He
that
shrunk
is
down his
that is
computer.
that was last night's episode, which we'll talk about on next week's show. Did you see? You didn't see the extended trailer for this week or for last night, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, you find out who has Ray Palmer.
Ooh.
I won't ruin it for you.
Ooh.
Yes, you learned something, and Team Arrow is going to have to really make a go.
Wasn't
then.
it great when they bought Jason Blood's campaign office, and then used that as Ollie's office? It's like it's little things like that, you know.
you
and
mean
then going back
respecting
and saying,
their own continuity,
yes, and like
which is something that main DC doesn't do.
I know. But when Diggle said like, remember 2 years ago when we freed my so and so out of the prison, I was like, yes.
You mean
It's like
Magna Diddle? Magna Diggle.
Magna Diggle?
Magna Diggle.
Magna
I
Diggle,
hate
we're
his
calling him
costume.
that. Yeah,
Magna
I
Diggle.
don't understand it. It does not look good. They just need to make him the Guardian or just stop, because that helmet just looks, because it doesn't go all the way down past his chin.
And
it like comes up.
when the light hits it, it's got a giant M on it, and all I think of is Magna Diggle. I keep calling him Diddle. Magna Diggle.
Because you know why. Yes, Magna Diddle does not work for me.
No.
But I like the Bloodlust. I love seeing Malcolm Merlin back, and all the things that he would do for his daughter. That
Yeah.
was kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Although I think that at some point he's going to have to fight the daughter, Talia. Is that Talia? That's not Talia. It's I never remember her name.
Thea?
No. The Ra's al Ghul's daughter. The other one.
The other one that was in love
Yeah.
with Sarah.
Yeah, and then she poisoned the well. Ooh, she poisoned the Lazarus pit.
How funny! I don't remember her name either.
I don't know either.
That
But
other
yeah.
girl.
The other girl.
The other girl.
Lesbian.
Lesbian.
That's for you, Terry.
Lesbian.
But I like that show. I really
Lesbian.
got caught up with it. I thought it was kind of a little bit out of left field with how they brought in Constantine, but I was really happy to see him.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good episode.
I really liked it. I thought it was fun. I really think it's funny when he does his spells and stuff. You know, the I don't know. It's just funny what he says. And I really want
You were
him to
like
come
scatting there, like
MC Scat Cat for you. But I just really hope that he comes back and helps them fight,
Damien Dark.
Damien Dark. And I do hope that due to his ratings, they bring back another team show. And I hope it's Shadow Pact. I'm reaching, of course, but
You are.
because they can't do Justice League Dark because that's Justice League. And
Yeah,
it's
you
tied
can't
to the
use
movie.
that.
But I would love for them to have Detective Chimp. And
Oh my
Knight,
God. Oh, real quick.
Blue Devil.
Did you see
That'd
the
be great.
commercial for next week's Flash? Oops, excuse me.
Oh, are you
Next week's
okay?
Flash?
Really? No.
Really?
I didn't.
You
I didn't.
didn't?
No, I didn't.
Ah.
I know Barry can't walk, so I'm all excited for that.
Grodd returns.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yes, I'm sorry. I did see that. Yes.
You know what's funny?
Finally, Grodd is
we
back.
were watching it, and Coog looks at me. He's like, "How come they haven't brought back Gorilla Grodd?" And I'm like, "Just wait."
Yeah, he'll be
And
back.
then we saw the commercial. I'm like, "See, it's coming."
But I want to see Detective Chimp with him.
Oh my God, you're just really asking.
I would love it. Wouldn't you love it? Wouldn't
Yes.
you love it? So what did you thought about Shield? 'Cause I know Shield has been really, 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 really good.
Shield this week and last
This
week.
season has been great.
Yeah, this season's been really jam packed. I like the way they're telling the story, where we're getting a little bit revealed week by week, and it feels like the story it progresses and builds by the way. So the ad, I don't want to spoil too much, but we spoil here. So finding out who Coulson's quote girlfriend is and how she's going to portray him next week.
She might not.
Oh no.
She might not.
Loved the Lash reveal. Thought
Called it.
Yeah, you did.
Called it.
Yeah.
Called it.
You
Called
did.
it. Called it.
I like I like his origin. I liked how they did that.
Yes, I thought that was really cool too.
That he should have
Didn't
been
mean
dead,
to.
but guess what? He's an
Yeah,
Inhuman.
I mean, he doesn't, and he can't control it. He's like an Inhuman's vampire. I mean, like, what is that about? It's like he has to kill them, And I'm wondering, like, if he's still, if they're still like, if he's still like having this metamorphosis. It's like, what's gonna happen towards the end? Because like they killed him in the comics, right? Like,
No.
Oh, they killed him.
Well, I don't think so.
Oh.
So it's really cool how they're revealing things. So the week before we get the Inhumans in the, they're in suspended animation because they're looking for the cure, which made sense. This week, how they're going to save him. I like that May had to make the hard decision, and she asked Sky, of all people, what would you do?
And
Just
Sky was like, I guess we got to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I loved that little bitch fest on the plane.
Yes.
So I like that they're working.
But her morality got called into question, and I thought that was really funny.
They're working all the plot lines together, and that, again, much like Flash, is what makes it an enjoyable show. Things are not written just to happen. We actually understand why things are happening on S.H.I.E.L.D.
I agree.
And the writing and the fact, oh my God. So when Gemma came up to Fitz and was like, here's my cell phone, you could tell she knew what was on it that was going to hurt him, but in order for him to help, he had to watch that. It was so I just wanted to hug little Fitz because he just, and he's still doing it. He wants to help.
Yeah, I know. He's the ducky. I get it. He's the ducky.
No, that's beyond ducky.
No, he's the ducky.
No.
He is the ducky.
No. It was a well done. Not my teeth didn't hurt. It wasn't too schmaltzy and sugary. It was, but in a good way. It was done right.
I know why.
Why?
It's because it was dark. Supergirl is just way too bright.
No, the writing is too schmaltzy. The writing on Supergirl, another reason they might be dropping it is because this is the 3rd season of S.H.I.E.L.D. The writers are actually writing for the show now instead of writing for the audience. Supergirl is writing for the audience. The fact that they have to say everyone's name 5 times and they have to tell them what they're going to do, and
I agree.
S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have to. Flash doesn't have to. And Arrow doesn't have to do that anymore.
I think it'll take a minute for Supergirl to find her legs.
It is, and that's what
just like S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Again, I thought S.H.I.E.L.D. was super boring, but this season has really turned it around for me. So I'm really
glad you're watching it now, huh?
I really am glad that I'm watching it. Like
I was right.
I really have enjoyed it so far, and I'm really excited to see these other Inhumans that what's his name talks about.
I was so happy they didn't kill the gay guy. I was like, they're gonna kill him,
and then he killed him, and I was like, what?
And then you find out. I was like, don't kill the gay guy.
And they didn't.
No. So we've got 3 members of the Caterpillars now, or whatever they're gonna call them. But how funny they used Cocoon. I mean, come on now.
Of course.
Because it goes with the butterflies.
Yeah.
And the Secret Warriors. And I really hope the second half of S.H.I.E.L.D. builds that team of Secret Warriors.
Yeah, because he already said it. He's like, he's the melting guy, the gay melting guy was just like, I really want to be able to help. I really want to help.
So you got
help.
gay melting guy, you got Electro Boy, and you got Quake.
Yes. So I mean, hey, we got
How
it.
fun was it when she's all Coulson's girlfriend is falling, and she's like, she's all da-da-da-da-da-da. And Coulson's like, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, neither did I.
I got to blow her ass away. I loved it. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, so great time for TV shows. Walking Dead, last week's episode was a bummer. This week's episode was, can I speak? It's a comic book show, and we are a comic book podcast, so shut the F up. Don't make me.
Zombie's so much better.
So Walking Dead was 3 great episodes to start the season, and every episode since has been just kind of blah. And I stopped watching iZombie, even though Des still really likes it. It's boring.
It is not. If you, the funny thing about it is, like, it's completely a 180 from iZombie. It's not. It's silly.
Oh yes, there's lesbians on Walking Dead now.
Thank you, audience.
Then the other comic book show that we do not talk about is Gotham.
Yeah.
This week's Gotham proved that they don't give a fuck about anything that happened. They're just...
They know the show sucks. They're just like, whatever, fuck it. We're
this show has totally gone off the rails now. And
that's... actually, I think I might have to watch it now just because they don't give a fuck.
They don't. Last week's episode was, here's the middle finger to all you Gotham fans. We're just going to write what we write, and we don't give a shit. And this is basically CSI Gotham.
With villains.
Yeah. Yeah.
With costumes.
I could go into all the badly written things that happened in Gotham, but I'm not going to spare you. I don't want to give you such pain. I do, but I'll do that later.
Thank you.
But anyhow, what did you guys think? You guys agree with us? Disagree with us? Are you loving Gotham? Do you love to hate? Like I hate watch Gotham. What do you guys want?
Yeah,
what do you guys watch?
Let us know. Because again, we post this show on all these various different social media websites. Respond to any of them. We check them.
Well, I don't know how. I just checked the Facebook.
I checked them. I
Good,
checked
good.
them all. So if you have something to say, please say it. And you can always go to our Facebook group, The Geek Chat, and chat with us. Want to give a special thanks to our sponsors. First sponsor is Club Card Printing here in sunny San Francisco. And if you ever want to get something printed, they're your place. We get all of our stuff printed from them. That's clubcardprinting.com. Want to give a special thanks to Terry Miller. She's the one who does all those beautiful, wonderful sounds that you hear at the beginning and the end, and other various auditory sensations you hear on this show.
Auditory sensation.
So thank you so much, Terry Miller, our mistress of the mix board. I want to give a special shout out to Gene Gilmet of RLT Press. He's our resident artist who does all those fantastic cool pictures of Rich trying to kill me. So thanks, Gene, for that. And want to give a special thanks to our main sponsor, Whatever Comics, located at
548 Castro Street in San Francisco between 18th and 19th. Check us out on the web at whateverstoreonline.com or on Facebook under Whatever Store. Give us a like.
All right, everybody. So thank you so much for tuning in and geeking out with us. You have a good night.
Bye.
Weekly updates on
And Supergirl, 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 and Supergirl.
The Geek Chat. Point